by John C Maxwell. And today we're going to be looking at the number 10 principle, which says believing the best in people usually brings out the best of people. Mark Twain says, keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that, but the really great people make you feel that you too can become great. Right now, talking about you, great people make you feel that you too can become great, but how do you make people feel? Right. This book has taught us that life does not revolve around us alone. There are times that we need to shift the focus away from ourselves to other people. Right. The question I must ask myself is this: do I believe the best of others? So I'm posing this question to you. Do you believe the best of others? In 1995, John Maxwell saw a movie which was titled Dangerous Minds, and he actually did not realize until much later that that story was based on a real person. Right. The story was actually based on a woman, Lou Ann Johnson, who got out of high school and discovered that college degree was not for her. She only lasted 45 days in college before dropping out. And so she enlisted in the US Army. She flourished there. She served for 8 years, rose through the ranks and then got a degree in psychology. Then she decided to join the US Marine. Again, she flourished there as well and rose through the ranks. But 9 years into her military career, she strongly felt that she needed more, that there was still something missing in her, that where she was not really her purpose. So she left the military, and for a while she worked for the New York Times in sales, where she earned a good salary, but still she felt that it wasn't rewarding enough. And then she had to go take up a job with Xerox, and she was doing so well. She was able to save money, went back to school to get a master's degree because she really wanted to become a teacher. That was the missing link in her life. And she said that she would rather make $25,000 per annum, I guess, and do something that was really important than earn so much money or get into a job with, quote and unquote, so much prestige. Right. That was for her. So after she graduated with a master's degree, she got a job as an intern in a school in California. And the first day of school, of work for her, was really wild. The students were wild. They were teenagers. They even pretended as if they did not see her. They gave her a tough time. And so she determined within herself that she must really, really do something, because that was her passion. According to her, she felt that it was criminal that she had been reading about kids graduating from school who couldn't read, write, and didn't have the basic literacy skills. And she thought that that was really criminal if indeed those kids existed. And that was why she really wanted to help kids to become the best of themselves. So fast forward to when she got a job as an intern, as a teacher in this school, and the students were giving her a very tough time. It was a wild first day at work for her. And then she summoned courage. By the next day, she told them that, oh, I'm too young to retire and too mean to quit. But after a while, she thought to herself that she would rather use humor to get the children closer to her instead of threats. And she started using humor. She started getting the children endeared to her. At some point, she would even kneel down to beg them and, crack jokes with them. And little by little, the students started seeing her as somebody who truly cared, as somebody who truly, truly believed in them. And on this particular day, she decided to use the card trick to get even closer to her students. She told them to write their names, address, phone numbers, and other necessary details on a card. And while the students were writing that, she moved around the class and stylishly, she looked at their names, memorized their names, and after they were done writing, she told them to pull out a paper for a test. The students grumbled, but then she said that the test was not for them. It was for her. That if she was able to get the names of all the students right, then she won. But if she did not, if she was able to get the students right, the student names right, then all the students, every student will automatically get an A on that first test. But if she did not get the names right, then the student won. And surprisingly, she got all their names right. Yesterday, if you attended the review, we spoke about, calling people by names, memorizing their names, that it really makes them to be close to you. It is a people skill that you must learn. Learn to learn. Yeah, learn to learn. Yeah. Learn to know people's names, address them by their names. It endears them to you. It helps the relationship to be better. So she knew their names, and the children were so surprised. That's wow. They were really impressed. And she told them, I know your names because you're important to me. When I look at you, I see you, I like you, and I care about you. That is why I'm here. Imagine what she did to get the students to like her. And there's the story of a particular boy here who was owing 10 rand, 100 rands. Why am I saying rands? Sorry, I lived in South Africa for so long. She was owing a street guy, $100. Right. And he was in trouble, in big trouble for that. And Madam Johnson told him that, see, I'm going to lend you this money on one condition, that you're going to pay back on the day you graduate. That is to encourage the student that, see, you're not going to drop out. You have to finish school. And this student, Ro, eventually said that at a point in his life or in school, when Mrs. Johnson told them to write something about the nicest thing that anybody had ever done for them, that he actually lied, because in his life, nobody had done any nice thing or anything that can be regarded as the nicest thing for him. But what Madam Johnson did for him, was actually the nicest thing. It changed his perspective, and it helped him to work harder. And he promised that, he was not going to let her down. So Johnson believed in her students so much that they began to believe in themselves. This is the essence of this principle, that you should see everybody as a 10. When we say, 10 over 10, you score 10 over 10, that is an excellent mark, right? See everybody as a 10. See everybody as having great potential. See everybody as worthy of honor, worthy of great things in life. That is the whole essence, right? Tell people you are a 10. You are capable of achieving great heights in life. The author embraces this principle with all his heart, and it's the reason why he has taught people for more than 30 years. He is convinced that all people have potential, and if people will only believe in themselves, they can reach their potential and become the individuals that they were created to be. He even did a presentation which he named 5 things I know about people. And here is the essence of this. Number 1, everybody wants to be somebody. When you have this in mind, then you know that everybody, no matter who they are, rich or poor, Africans or Americans, whoever, they really want to become somebody in life. That is true. Everybody wants his or her life to matter. Everybody wants to feel significant, because you feel that way too, don't you? You also want to become somebody great in life. Then it is true for everybody else, even though people may not show it. Some people may act modest. Some may act humble, like, doesn't matter. Money doesn't matter. Being a famous person doesn't matter. But truly, everybody wants to become somebody. Number 2, you must understand that nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. Just like in the case of Johnson, her students did not care about her. Even though she had a master's degree, she was a teacher, and so what? Until they saw that she truly cared about them. And how did she make them know? She memorized all their names and told them all their names. Right. The majority of students in their circumstances would have dropped out of school. But she beat the odds by letting her students know that she cared about them, and truly she cared. And once the students understood this, they faced their education. They wanted to become the best because somebody made them believe in themselves. Number 3 is that everybody needs somebody. Nobody is an island. Nobody can survive alone. We all need other people, right? to go through life, to become whatever we want to become. No matter how lofty your goals may be and how talented or skillful you think you are, you cannot do it alone. We all need somebody. Number 4, anybody that helps somebody influences lots of bodies. So if you influence somebody today, it has a spiral effect. And you just never know how far that your kindness, that your positive influence can go. You will not even be there. For a person that you give $10 to be able to eat, you don't know how many people will feed from that money. For somebody that you put a smile on his or her face, that smile will go a long way to positively influence other people. The person will not go around grumpy or resentful. Their smile can be passed on to other people. So that is how we change the world. So when you are kind to somebody, when you're compassionate towards somebody, you are not doing it for that person alone. You are doing it for a whole lot of other people who are going to benefit from what you have done for one person, right? Number 5, somebody today will rise up and become somebody. When you believe in people, when you see each person as a 10, every day is a great day. Every day you wake up is a great opportunity to be good to people, to be kind to people, to make somebody's life better. That is the whole essence of life, really. We want to influence other people positively, we want to leave a positive mark in the lives of the people that we meet every day. So every day that you wake up, ask yourself, how can I be how can I make a positive impact on somebody, just one person? You don't need the whole world, just one person. How can I influence somebody positively today? Right? It is better to believe. You have to believe in people. And you cannot believe in people if you do not believe in yourself. So if you currently are not someone who has a high belief in people, then think about this. Number 1, our disappointment in a few people should not stop us from believing in people. When John C Maxwell started his job as a pastor, there was a staff who really let him down. He didn't do his work like he should do, and he even had to lie on top of that. So he vowed that, I'm never going to allow any staff come close to me again. I'm going to keep them at arm's length. But he couldn't sustain that mindset because he thought to himself that why would he punish other good people because of the sin of one person? Right? So if somebody has scammed you, somebody has disappointed you, somebody has let you down, you have to move past it. Don't treat everybody the same way. Otherwise, you will miss out on the blessing that other good people can be to your life. Right? If you push them away, then you are also pushing away the blessing that it can be to you. Number 2, a trusting heart is emotionally healthy. Dr. Redford said that those who have a trusting heart are more likely to remain healthy throughout most of their lives and to live long. We live in a world where we're very suspicious of people. We look at them twice. We don't want to commit. We don't want to trust anybody. We have trust issues, really. But he's saying that if you are trusting, you live healthy because your heart is not beating all the time. You are not busy looking everywhere. Maybe this person is going to harm me. Maybe this person has an ulterior motive, something like that. And it makes relationships to flourish. If we trust people, if we have a trusting heart, it doesn't mean that people will not let you down, but at least you give them a benefit of the doubt, right? There was a time I was thinking to myself that why do we always beat ourselves up or feel so bad if somebody betrays us? Is it that we don't know that as human beings, betrayal is part of our nature as human beings? Who else is supposed to betray you if not for a human being, right? So if you have that at the back of your mind, you give people a benefit of the doubt that after all, is a human being. Nobody is perfect. We all make mistakes. To err is human. To forgive is divine. Something like that. Then we behave in light of our belief. If you don't like people or don't believe in them, you won't be able to fake it. Johnson could not fake it. If his love for the students was fake, if her love rather for the students was fake, they would have sensed it. She wouldn't be able to sustain it. So there is no way you can hide it. If you are not somebody who like people, it's going to show. If you don't believe in people, it's going to show. If you don't value people, it's going to show. You can't fake it. Even if you try to fake it for a while, it's a matter of time. People will see through your actions. Then the next thing you should know is that a healthy marriage is built on high expectations. If you are married, you must believe in your spouse. You must trust your spouse. You must see great potentials in them. Otherwise, there's going to be problem in that marriage. As a pastor, John Maxwell says that when people come for premarital counseling, they thought that the other person, or they would usually think that the other person cannot do any wrong. But when people come for divorce counseling, there's anything like that, when they are the verge of divorce, they'll see each other as not being able to do anything right. Everything they do at that instance is wrong. But you must believe in your spouse. You must believe in your partner. You must trust them fully. You must have high expectations of them in order for your marriage to be healthy. Then lastly, expressing belief in people's potential encourages them to reach their full potential. Oh, thank you, Lumi. Thank you so much. Right. If you truly believe in people, say it. Express it. Don't just have it in your mind. People want to hear it. And intentionally, make sure you say it. Make sure you look for something great, something awesome in people to say. If you believe in people, you love people, you value people, but you don't say it, you don't compliment them. You don't point out the good things about them. Thank you so much, Lumi. Right. Then it's of no use. Oh, thank you. I value you, to appreciate you, I celebrate you. God bless you. Right. You see, so express your belief in other people, in their potentials, in their abilities. It will encourage them to reach their full potential. There's something here that I underlined. I can't remember what it is. Okay, I've seen it. Treat a man as he appears to be, and you make him worse. Even if somebody is making mistakes, if you now treat them based on the mistakes, they will keep making mistakes. They will become worse, because now that is what is being projected into them. You are helping them to magnify that mistake. But treat a man as if he already were what he potentially could be, and you make him what he should be. It may just be a silver lining that you see in somebody that everybody sees to be a terrible person. And then you keep hammering on that, you keep emphasizing that, you keep magnifying that. Eventually, that person is going to become the best version of him or herself. That is the way it works. And this works a lot with children. If you have children, or if you're going to have children sooner or later, please, positive words of affirmation, praising them, telling them good words every now and then, being kind to them will go a long way. They will see themselves in a positive light. They will believe in themselves. Nobody will be able to influence them negatively outside. It's going to be tough, because you have made them to see themselves in good light, as great achievers, as awesome, as fantastic, as brilliant, as smart, as godly, as kind and compassionate. That is what they are going to see. So even if anybody tries to tell them otherwise, they will not believe such a person. And tell yourself too. Tell people all the time. In almost every instance where the impact was positive, the person believed in you. He or she probably saw something in you that perhaps you didn't even see in yourself. Wouldn't you like to be that person to others? If the answer is yes, then try to love others and see them as tens, as number 10, 10 over 10. They are not 9 over 10, they are not 8 over 10. See people as 10 over 10. They are capable of doing great things. They have awesome potentials. Believe in them and show it. Tell them. Care for them truly. Highlight the strengths of people. Don't be too quick to criticize them. You cannot leave all the you cannot emphasize on the 8 bad things in somebody, and then you don't make mention of the remaining 2 things. No, see them as 10 over 10. If you have a family, start with your spouse and your kids, and then broaden the circle from there. Believe the best in others, and you bring out their best. If you cast your mind back, probably when you were in secondary school or university or a church you grew up in or anywhere, you should be able to remember at least somebody who saw the best in you, somebody who pushed you, somebody who nudged you on, somebody who helped you believe that you too can be great. Somebody somewhere must have had a positive impact on your life. So make it a point of duty to have a positive impact on somebody's life too. Let the kindness go around. Let the compassion go around. Let positivity go around. And do it intentionally. Thank you so much. We've come to the end of this review, the number 10 principle. Please don't forget to like this video, share your comments with me, and please subscribe to this channel in case you're yet to subscribe. I remain Olaide Agbaje, also known as First Lady. And on this channel, I inspire you to live intentionally. Thank you so much, Lumi, for your gift. I sincerely appreciate it, and I truly, truly value you. I value every one of you. Thank you for always showing up. If I come here and there is nobody to show up, it's going to be so discouraging, talking to myself. So I really, really celebrate you all. Right. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about the confrontation principle. I tell you sincerely, you really do not want to miss this. Caring for others should precede confronting people. It is going to be another interesting review. Until then, be intentional. Bye.